ain't got time for your shenanigans!
Sweet Jesus, Everett. They left his heart. Can't you see it, Everett? Them sirens did this to Pete. They loved him up and turned him into a horny toad.
Although this clip showed a leopard frog, they call it a horny toad, which is a name used for the reptile I will be discussing today. This lizard's name is Phrynosoma solare, but you can call it the regal horned lizard, as by the end of this you will be well acquainted. I have chosen this lizard because of a unique characteristic they possess. They can squirt blood out of their eye. The regal horned lizard lives in the Sonoran Desert in south-central Arizona, east to southwestern New Mexico, and into northern Sinaloa, Mexico. Their current conservation status is of least concern, even though their geographic range is relatively small. Their habitat is generally flat or slightly sloped, consisting of canyons and plains. The substrate tends to be gravel and sand with sparse vegetation of saguaro cacti, mesquite, and other desert shrubs. They have a very short, flat, plump body structure, which is why some refer to it as a toad. This species of lizard has a unique characteristic row of lateral abdominal fringe on their body. On its head there are 4 occipital horns with 6 temporal horns. This gives it a crown, like the royalty that its name suggests. The lizard is grayish, but changes color to blend into the substrate that it is residing on. The scales on the belly are smooth, which the dorsal side has spines to protect it from predators. Females tend to be a little larger than males. Their diet consists of ants. Strictly ants. When cacti drop sticky fruit, ants gather around it, and the lizards then come and eat the ants. This is why these lizards do not make good pets in captivity, as they are easily stressed but will rarely try to harm people. They come out of hibernation in April and then return in October. This lizard begins mating in late April. Peak mating season is in June, but suddenly stops in August. Male horned lizards tend to fight for females if warning strategies don't work. They will first bob their heads to advertise their territories to females and competitive males. If the competition does not heed the warning, they may fight for dominance of the territory. When a male approaches a female and she is ready to mate, she will flag her tail upwards and turn away from him. He will then proceed with lining up his cloaca with hers to begin the transfer of sperm. The female will then leave to build a nest, while the male goes to find another female. Females have been known to lay up to 33 eggs. She will dig a 14-inch long tunnel with a chamber at the end, where she will lay the eggs. After several weeks, the eggs hatch, and the independent hatchlings emerge from the sand, where they receive no parental care. To protect themselves, they immediately bury themselves again so that they aren't seen by predators. Once mature, the regal horned lizard is ready to begin defending itself in the most unique way, spraying blood from its eye. This, however, is not their first line of defense. They begin by head bobbing and backing away, but if a bobcat or coyote keeps approaching, they will deploy their secret weapon. However, if a snake is after them, the lizard will actually roll over and fake its own death. Their body becomes stiff and rigid so that they appear larger and spikier than before. Most snakes are not in the mood for a spiky lunch and will leave them alone. The blood squirting strategy is unique to this genus and works very well as they are able to aim with the precision of a trained sharpshooter. The blood tastes foul to predators, which then causes them to leave the lizard alone. The science behind this technique is quite interesting. They have muscles around the major veins around their eye that are able to constrict and prevent blood from returning to the heart. The ocular sinus, right below the eye, fills with the blood. You can see the skin under the eye bulging when this occurs. They can then contract these muscles even more rapidly, causing the membrane to rupture and the blood to shoot from their eye. The stream can reach 4-foot distance from the eye. The membrane has an extremely fast recovery rate, as they can repeat this process several times in a short span. I think 2 interesting studies could be brought from reviewing these lizards. First off, I would like to see studies done on the rapid repair of the ocular sinus membrane. It heals so rapidly for multiple uses in a short time, but it is not quite understood how it heals so quickly. I would also like to see studies done onto whether or not they can be right or left eye dominant when defending themselves. Most videos show lizards using their left eye. However, I wonder if they can act like humans where they can be right or left dominant.